As we are waiting for a few more people to show up today, we only have Aqua and Artem, aka Totem at the moment. As we are waiting for multiple people to join up, what is this spectacular? Let me put the volume of Roblox a bit lower. Since it's very loud at the moment. It's still really loud. But I think it should be okay now. Organic joined me. And he left instantly again. Flag, you can complain about the stream, but it's black because I'm waiting for you guys to show up. Join the game, please. Is it okay? The audio's low. Let me check. You can barely hear me. Awesome. I need to put my mic louder. Okay, so is it better now? Okay, so I just have to talk louder, that's fine. Yeah, it's a bit shitty, but oh, I can put it even. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, mic. Oh, I can put it louder. Is it better now? I hope it is better, because otherwise we're screwed. A bit. Okay, let me try something. Okay, if I, for example, did this, is it any better now? Oh, so he's just deaf. Okay, I will put it a bit lower then, because I think it's now too loud. Or isn't it? Let me know. You guys, tell me. As I'm still here with Totem and Aqua. That's perfect. Let's see what Savior has to say about this. Flags here, but yeah, I know. Happens when you are at the Brazilian carnival too much. Your ears just are away. Blown away. Stop. I only have one concurrent viewer, 2 views. Awesome. And let me put on the thing again. Okay, I hope you can see stuff right now. as we see Aqua and Artem both going up over a bump. Artem locking up massively. I Love Football has joined, that's awesome. No, it was Kwiat, okay. Three people is still a bit too last for a race, so I hope more people will just show up. But Aqua and Stodem battling away here. I think collision might be on. That's not a good thing, but it will cause a lot of chaos. I don't know what that was, but okay, pretty sure that's gonna cause some chaos. And Stodem has yet to put in a valid lap time as he goes into the wall. We're pretty used to that in Formula 1 Extreme. Him going to walls or over bumps. He has had his best time behind him. As Aqua is slowing down, Artem is slowing down. I Love Football is trying to get a car. Let me assist him with that. He can open it himself. The live stream is Helen Keller. Okay, thank you for the information. Pretty helpful. You know? We need more people. 3 is not enough. Balls. Thank you very much. Your tires are not working. What do you mean with that? I would be quite happy if we have 5 people showing up. I mean, I know Berna is joining. It would be nice if Stodem joined, but I don't think he is. Oh wait, Stodem is in game. I'm stupid. Yes, the stream is black right now, I know, but we'll go on later. Because right now I'm trying to get people to join. So I'm in Discord right now. Who else is there to invite? Josh has joined, that's awesome. And Berna joined, that's awesome. We have 5 people now, so we can at least start something. Let me turn on the stream again. That will also mean I won't look at Discord. Eyes has joined. Hello Eyes, glad to see you here. Let me turn on my stream. And we are live. So this is this. There's a reverse gear. What do you mean? Let me toilet. Oh, lovely. The system still works. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers. We have Aqua, the champion of this season, of course. We have Artem, I Love Football, Berna, and Josh. Josh is here as well. And what is going on right here? Let me get rid of that. It's not something we want to see. Some lag causing chaos. Oh god. But we got rid of it, awesome. As Burnout still AFK. Okay. Diallo joined. Diallo, please pit. Okay, I'm gonna start the qualifying and I just got yeeted into the air. Awesome. Of course, versus settings. 7 minutes of qualifying. Him and his beloved road rule. Yes. Quali is on here today in Barcelona. Green flag is on the track. Quali has started. I love football. The first car on the track, of course. The Seagull car. There's a bit of chaos in the pit lane here, but that's okay. It's only a test race. Artem with incredible lag here. Of course, he has the potato Wi-Fi. And Bernard asking for a teleport. As Ala has some issues with his car, but here we have Zach Blocksha. Of course, he won a Grand Prix in season 0.5. He is now off the track here in Barcelona, as Diallo will hopefully respawn his car. I first have to bring him again. Bring Mr. Dilophosaurus. Well, as the first sectors are being set, Aqua has a 6:49. I don't think that's his actual lap. Of course, the line he goes, that's 1:15.0. Alafootball has set an invalid lap. The lap didn't even count. He's coming in the pit lane. The Josh is in 1:21.3. That's a 6-second difference between those. I don't think that was a good lap at all. Meanwhile, Artem has put in a 1:15.6. That's a good lap, but it's invalid. He has corner kit sector 1 and sector 3. As he is lag spiking all around. Maybe it's me because I'm having plenty of lag right now. All of football standing still. This might be the reason why we have lag. Yeah, I know. Oh god. I don't even know why people do this. Awesome. Fucking awesome. as we will retry that once again. This wasn't a very successful attempt on that, as we very quickly have to remove those barriers for the cars. Oh, someone brought me over there. As we have Aqua, I Love Football, Josh, and Capro. I don't think Stodom has rejoined. Let me get Stodom back in the game. As qualifying is on again, as drivers are allowed. Yeah, go. As drivers are going out of the pit lane once again, I Love Football once again leading the pack here in Barcelona. The real Cappy Josh not far behind. Aqua car in second place right now, but they're all waiting to do some last. Capro in the car of Mr. Steel Ray. Of course, Steel Ray drove onto the podium places with this car. Let's see if Capro can do the same. Aqua car into the barrier he goes, as I have to bring Mr. Dilophosaurus onto his car, and it's a crash between Aqua and Capro, almost in the same area as Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton had their crash. Of course, only a few corners later here, as the spectate camera is absolutely horrendous, as we see Mr. Dilophosaurus walking to his car. I Love Football taking this corner in a Seagull racing car, and he's putting in purple sectors, but it's not been a purple sector too for him. Josh being a full second quicker in the second sector, but now Aqua putting in a 16.7 in the second sector, but he was pretty slow in the first sector. I don't think that's going to be a purple lap, as it's going to be very close between those drivers. Across the line they go. It's a 1.14 for Josh and 1.15 for I Love Football. Josh on provisional pole for now. As we go to Aqua car across the finish line, that's a 1:21 for him, and that's not the lap he wanted to have, as Capro will be across the line, but of course with the few crashes he had this lap and the hit into wall, as right now I don't think it's gonna be a good lap at all. Across the line a 1:35.9, as I Love Football tries to do a second attempt here for a quick lap. The first sector was a 1:44.0 last lap. This lap it's a 36.0. Not a great sector compared to last one. As to the second sector we go now. Braking very late indeed. That's not the braking zone you want to have. It's a 16.8. It's an improvement, but it's not a massive improvement, as the real Cappy Josh does a 70.4, but it's invalid, so won't count towards this lap. I Love Football meanwhile struggling throughout the lap. He has done as, oh damn, that's a big crash between those two. And I don't know where Josh came from. Aqua car now across the line, and he goes to provisional pole with a 1.12.9. He's 3 fans quicker than Josh. Can Josh counter attack on Aqua? It was a 34.0 for Aqua Cars first sector, 0 purple sectors in this lap, only 1 green sector. Let's see what Josh can do this lap. Capro in the meantime has left the game, so we only have a 3-car race starting up today, as there's only 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in qualifying. What will happen in those last minutes as we're on board with Aqua? Of course, this is not important for the championship battle, but it's a quicker sector for Aqua Car, 34.0. Josh has done a 35.7. That's not an improvement for him. In the meantime, Ala Football doing a 36.2. Still 2 seconds behind his last lap. Through sector 2, Aqua goes 16.9, a 16.5 invalid lap for Josh. As we see, Artem has joined. As we would have a 6-car race then. Aqua Car has improved his lap to 1.12.2. Josh has flipped, so he didn't improve his lap. Nick is now getting into his car again, and I don't think he's quick enough to do another lap. Ala Football in P2 right now. He has improved to 114. Oh no, never mind. He's still P3. My bad. As things are cooling down now, right now in qualifying, we're just waiting for the race to begin. There's only 30 seconds remaining in qualifying. In the meantime, Aqua is still going at it. He has improved himself again with a 10th, as he has done a 33.9 as he goes to sector 2 across sector 3 now. 17.3, that's not a great sector 2, but can he improve into final sector as he goes to the last few corners to the right-hander? 2 chicines and another flat out right-hander. Checkered flag is out. Can Aqua improve? Will he go across the finish line with a quicker time? We'll see in a second. He crossed the line and it's a 1.12.4. Not an improvement for him, but Artem is going on a new flyer as he goes in his Ferrari car. 44.8. Can he overtake Isle of Football? As we now head to sector 2, it's a massive lockup for Artem. That's not a great corner and a few bumps for him. A 70.9, but is it invalid? I think it is invalid, so that won't count towards his lap. As Lemon has arrived late, so he will be starting from the back of the grid. But in the meantime, Artem across the finish line. Will he put up a valid lap? No, he will not. So that will mean that Aqua Car will start from pole position. Josh in P2, Isle of Football in P3, Nick in P4, and Artem P5, and Lemon will start from the back. As Lemon won't drive at all, he says. And that's fine by me. As we are waiting for the drivers to go to the grid, of course. Here we have Josh lining up. He will be P2. Aqua Car, the man on pole position. As Josh is just waiting here. Aqua Car in the second sector. Artem in the final sector. Nick is not in game, I think. He has left the game. I don't know why. As I have some food laying around for me, I will take a small bite. If that disturbs you, my bad. One quick second, I will be back. As I'm back here today for the race, of course. Not any official race. I hope the drivers keep in mind that collision is on for the moment, as I will be resetting the laps. I'll make it 6 laps of 10 laps of racing, 1 pit stop required. Hi Zach and hi Ballin. It's been a while, yes? As we will go green, we will go racing here in Barcelona. As the command is still start, okay. As the lights are on, the engines go revving. And we are off and running here today in Barcelona. It's quite a good start by Aqua Car, and I'm screwing up the camera, but Josh is now being under attack by Ala Football and Artem as they go through turn 1. Ala Football around the outside with Josh. Josh is now P3, but it was a very questionable overtake by Ala Football. Ala Football now gaining on Aqua Car, and they touch in the same straight as Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. Aqua Car now with the lockup. Ala Football around the inside through Josh. Stodem, I think he's being plagued with the V-like collision system. As we go here for a battle for P2, 3 people battling for P2, and Josh is now being dragged by Ala Football. Of course, it's not very good racing, but it looks very interesting. Aqua still in the lead as Josh is going sort of backwards, and he's still being dragged by Ala Football, but Ala Football has been overtaken by Stotem. Now up to P2. Can he try and attack Aqua Car for that first place, or can Ala Football do a counter attack and go back to P2? As it's not a great exit for Aqua Car. Ala Football had a great exit, however. He's now on the back of Stodem. Stodem, in the meantime, is battling Aqua Car for that first place, but a massive bump hits Aqua, but Aqua extends his lead a little bit as Ala Football does a questionable overtake once again, as he's now being watched by the FIA for illegal overtake. Stowed him into the wall. Of course, he's being plagued by that vision lag as Ala Football has to wait for Stodem to overtake him again. Stodem, please drive, otherwise Ala Football is allowed to drive on, and Aqua has extended his lead quite massively as this is starting to become a little bit of a shit show, as those two are sticking together and Aqua is just driving away with it, as the race is pretty much cooled down right now. Aqua Car crossed the finish line. I forgot to put the race on. That's my bad. So we'll merge back. So we can at least have a race back on, as Aqua Car now in the meantime still in that lead place. Of course, he was a championship winner of this season. He only won by 1 point, but 1 point is still enough to win a championship. Well, some people say he didn't deserve it, but in the end, doesn't matter if he won it by activity. I don't really think it does. through the third sector he goes, as we see Artem going for his pit stop. All of football went for his pit stop. And he's going to the hard. That's a pretty interesting strategy. As Aquacar across the line is going to lap Isle of Football. He might lap Stodem, as they will get their laps back. As those cars were pretty hard to drive, but they were also pretty easy to drive. They had their own mixture of problems. Of course, throughout today we have our own problems with the cars and their systems, especially last season. But those cars had a handful as well, despite the lack of systems they use. As Stodem is on the back of Aquacar, of course, the collision with the Vision Light is not working quite well for him, as he's still right behind Aqua now towards the hairpin. Luckily this hairpin has been removed in real life, because it's a horrible hairpin to drive in. Stodem trying to go around the inside, goes through Aqua here, ends up wide, but they're still right behind Aqua, as Isle of Football is pretty far away. And Stodem has been hit once again, and it's not the race he wants, and I hope for him that the race after this in Formula 1 Extreme will go a bit better, as Aquacar manages to stay in front of Artem. It's a 2.1 gap for Aqua right now, as I see Lemon running across the track, and I don't know what's that about. So that's a massive slap of oversteer for Stodem as it goes into the wall, and Isle of Football overtakes him right now. Aquacar still in the lead, and I really hate this spectating system. And I now see that my stream has been black for the most part of the race, which is, yeah, I saw. We can also cancel this race and go to Slovenia. As we will be moving tracks. As we go to Formula 1 Extreme Slovenia for the Slovenian Grand Prix. And that game does not have collision at all, so we will have a better race there, I suppose. Of course, I was leading here myself, then suddenly I spun around and lost my first place and became P6 instead. As I'm waiting for people to show up right here. This is a tank chassis game, so if you're interested, you can join actually. Let me put it in chat. As Lemon is in game. But Lemon is probably not driving as I'm waiting for the other guys to show up today here in Slovenia. Ho ho ho, yeah, you're not you're not Santa. Damn, my brain is struggling right now, I don't know why. Aqua cuts the chicane. Why? Stodum goes wide, through goes Lemon. Oh, he goes into the wall. Oh, okay. I did not know there was a teleportation platform right there. Interesting. So we have Artem and Stodum here. Awesome. Stodum and Aqua, which is quite good. I hope there will be more people to join up. As I will try my best to commentate a bit better here. Of course, if there's only 3 people, commentating a race is not that interesting. But let's see what we can achieve here today in the Slovenian Grand Prix. Of course, it's only a fun race. The real race happened a while ago, as I probably should turn on my screen again. As you now all should be able to see the beautiful track that is Slovenia, and I think it will probably be in 1v1 against Totem, Aqua against Totem. But before we go to the race, let's first look at the grid. Oh, as I see a car accidentally. Awesome. And Lemon will probably not drive due to the fact he's on mobile. But first, before we go live, we will be back in a short bit. welcome guys, and welcome here today for the Formula 1 Extreme 1v1 between Stodom and Aqua. We have Lemon here in his helicopter trying to record the race from his point of view. I hope he stays in the air for the rest of the Grand Prix as we see Aqua and Stodom here, as I have to ask Stodom to do a 3-lap thingy, you know, the standings, to put it on 3-lap. As Aqua will line up in pole position here today, Stodom in P2, and I think he will join from an auto count. That's okay as well, as we will have to wait for him to come back. We have a better spectator system than we had last race, and we can see how Lemon flies his chopper from the air, looking at Aqua. I hope he stays in the air. We are on board with Aqua here, trying to get his victory once again. Of course, he only won in season 2 back then. Stodom, however, has won multiple Grand Prix this season, trying to catch up with the championship leaders, the Lemon and Shuffle. But will Stodom be able to do a back-to-back championship winning titles? I don't think he will, because he didn't win last season. My bad. But Stodom is back in the race, as Aqua's in first, Stodom in second. Stodom reset himself. I'm gonna ask the drivers if they're ready. What is Stodom doing? I have no clue. As the lights go on here today in Slovenia, and we're off and running here today in Slovenia. It's a great start by Aqua, still leading in front of Stodom, as Lemon is still up in the air, but Aqua car still leading as we go to the first sector. Not only the first corners will come, of course, but all flat out. I don't think Stodom will get ahead of Aqua here. As for the first corner, that we really have to slow down. We go. Aqua goes massively wide. Stodom takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Aqua gets a bump as we go uphill right here, as Stodom did a 20.9 sector 1. Aqua car 23.3, 21.3. As uphill we go between those two, who will take the lead into the next few corners. Through sector 2 we go, and of course with those tank chassis cars we won't have a lot of drafting or a lot of speed advantage, because those cars only go as fast as they go. Stodom runs massively wide here. Aqua car still in the lead right now. They're within each other now. Stodom is leading, then Aqua is leading. The vision lag is not helping. Meanwhile, Stodom almost into the pit wall, and that's not something you would like to do if this was a real race, but the gap is really small. But the leaderboard says Stodom is into the lead, side by side, now heading towards the twisty section of the circuit. Stodom hits a bump, loses a bit of place to Aqua car. Through towards this hairpin we go. I don't know which turn it is. I don't know how many turns this track has to begin with. Aqua car is still in the lead. This 1v1 race, it's not pretty exciting as of now. And for the championship, it does not do anything, as we see the massive Christmas tree Stodom might, and if we look upwards we can see the massive Santa looking down to the drivers. Lemon is still flying above the start. I don't know why, but Aqua still in the lead. Stodom not far behind. Of course, Aqua will substitute. Out in the background is a massive spin for Stodom, and he loses a couple of seconds with that, and that's not something you want to do. Close to the end of the Grand Prix, only one lap remaining after Aqua crosses the line, and only Aqua can lose this race if he makes a massive mistake like Stodom. That's a big and horrendous mistake from Stodom. That's not a good thing to go on board with him. He needs to do all or nothing this race, otherwise he will lose it and become P2. But of course, as I was saying, Aqua car will substitute Lemon this race, since he could upcoming race, since he can't come for the Moroccan Grand Prix setting up this weekend. That will lead a great opportunity for Schiffel to get a bigger lead, but that will also mean that Stodum can overtake his teammate in the championship standings, as Nadam has joined. As Aquacar now to the final few corners he goes. Aquacar has not won a Grand Prix in ages. Now he does a 1v1 against Totem. It has been a while. It hasn't been since Season 1, since Aquacar has crossed the line in P1. But it is today, 27th of March. Aquacar wins in Slovenia to take home the Slovenian Grand Prix. Stoden will come home in P2 after a disappointing mistake he made, and now he's into the some barriers once again, crashing his car, something he's very good in indeed. And that's some great racing between the two. I think Lemon has crashed his chopper since he's jumped out of it. I don't know what Stone is doing, and he's crashing to the wall. But Aquacar, for the first time in ages, winning again. And as they said about Kimi Räikkönen, for the first time in the 113 years, he will take the top spot of the podium once again. So we will be heading towards Aqua for a short interview, although be it in chat. As there's some foolery going on right here. So, Aqua, that was a great race. Tell us, how do you feel? As Lost Lemon sponsoring, Aqua says he feels brilliant. He has the better race start above Stodum, he says. And he started to close in on me, and then I made a slight gain. Very small gap indeed. It was 0.017 seconds between the two of you, and then Stodum went over a bump, lost 2 seconds. He did indeed, and that's something that happens more often in Formula 1 Extreme. It's not something you really have to be glad about. I can tell that from experience. It's not something you are happy about hitting a bump. But tell us, next weekend, upcoming weekend, Morocco, how do you feel going into that race? As Aqua's head has suddenly become a bit smaller. Let's see how it goes. Wise words indeed. As Stodum has had a massive head, but it doesn't seem to have a massive brain, since he didn't drive that well today. But anyway, guys, that was... I am very disappointed, but that was it for today, guys. I will hope that next streams go better a bit more professionally, but only with 2 people is not very possible to do anything excellent. See you next time.